Hello friends, Donna Maria here. It is the end of 2021. This is the last day and I'm so excited. This was such an amazing year, and as we close things out, I'm just going on a quick little walk here around my mom's neighborhood. Here I'm visiting in Washington, D.C., which is my hometown. You can see there's her house behind me. Just walking through the neighborhood a little bit, and I thought of a couple things I wanted to share with you, kind of like a little year-end message. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Donna Maria, the Lifestyle CEO, and I help people build profitable, fun, and financially successful lifestyle businesses. And I learned a lot this year in my life and in my business, and I wanted to share just kind of, if I could distill into 3 points, some of the most valuable lessons I learned. And you know, I didn't only learn these this year. I've learned them over the years, but this year, these are the ones that kind of, I think, have really been just emphasized and brought home to me in a new way through my experiences. So the first one, as we close out the year, that I would like for you to remember is the importance of acknowledging your weaknesses, but focusing on your strengths. Right? Because we all have weaknesses and we all have strengths. We have both. And they manifest themselves in different ways in our lives in different times. Right? And so the truth of the matter, though, is that no matter what, if we focus on our strengths, then our strengths will improve. And if we focus on our weaknesses, then guess what? Our weaknesses will also improve. But we do have to be self-aware. Like, we have to know what our weaknesses are, and we all have them, right? And sometimes, you know, they're hard to spot because we don't always want to see our weaknesses, and we don't always see long-term how those weaknesses can impact the results that we get in our lives. And this year has been a year of really me being able to see and appreciate in a new way how my weaknesses don't serve me and don't allow me to serve you in the best way, and also how my strengths do serve me and how I can maximize them, not just for myself, but also for the people that I serve. So again, acknowledge your strengths, but focus on your weaknesses. Okay, so the second thing is to stay focused on the vision, but allow it to flex. All right, stay focused on your vision, but allow it to flex. Now, what do I mean by this? What I mean is that in order to get results in any area of your life, you have to be able to visualize what it is that you're creating. So whether it's your life or your business or your children or anything, you have to be able to visualize it really clearly before it happens. But you know what? On the way to manifesting that vision, life happens, right? So there is a certain amount of flexibility that we have to inject into the process of vision and manifestation of visions, right? So life will throw curveballs at you. The pandemic is a bit of a curveball. The Great Recession, a decade or so ago was a bit of a curveball. You may have a sick child. You may encounter a divorce. You may meet someone new who turns your world upside down that you didn't expect you were going to meet. Another curveball, right? So stay true to your vision, but don't be so rigid that, it has to be this way. And if it doesn't happen this way, then it can't happen at all. No, that's just not going to serve anyone. You have to be flexible enough to realize that life can throw you some curveballs. Things can change and you have to embrace those changes, but you don't have to give into them in a way that forces your vision to take a total backseat, right? Just be flexible about it. All right. And the third thing is to document your journey. Now, this, I think, really has come home to me in a new way in 2021. And I'll share a little bit about how. I was adopted as a very young child out of an orphanage. So I don't have any baby pictures. Like, I have 0 baby pictures. And growing up, like, everybody had baby pictures. My whole family, people would pass the pictures around. You could see how crazy you looked in your diapers, and, you know, you were picking your nose, or, you know, putting all your mom's makeup and stuff on right as a baby, you know, a very young toddler. I didn't have any of that. Like, I didn't have the pictures of me being born. I don't have my little baby feet on a little certificate. I don't have that. So growing up, I internalized this message that was like, well, I don't have a history. Like, I just have now. So I need to focus on now and where I'm going, what I'm doing. And, you know, there is no real history for me. Like, I just appeared one day. Thankfully, my parents who adopted me are amazing, but I just appeared one day, thankfully, out of an orphanage. There I was, and I had a house, but I didn't have a history. At least not a history that anyone knew, like it wasn't documented. And so over the past 12, 24 months, I have really learned how to appreciate my history. I have learned how to appreciate that a lot of our confidence comes from the fact that we look back at where we have been, and it informs how we will behave going forward. We learn from our mistakes. We learn from the things that we do right. We learn how to repeat them. The experiences that we have build the confidence that helps us get to the next level. And the only way to really incorporate those experiences into your life is to document them. How you document them is totally up to you, right? Might be different for you, different for me. I like to write. I like to see it written down. I have a journal. I put pictures in it. I print out things. I put stickers. I put dates. I use highlighter, all those sorts of things, because I want to document my journey so that I can look back over my life, over the last week, over the last month, over the past year, or what have you, and I can say, wow, I did that. Wow, this person helped me. I'm so grateful. You know, my spiritual life has improved in this way, and I am therefore stronger. Here's the new family members that I have to be thankful for, the new business ideas, the fun that I had on a trip, the new technologies that I learned how to embrace to make my life easier and to make my business more successful. So documenting those things, documenting your journey, it's just such a powerful tool to help you appreciate where you've been and set the tone for where you're going. So in conclusion, number 1, acknowledge your weaknesses, but focus on your strengths. Number 2, keep that vision fresh in your mind, but also allow it to flex when it needs to flex as your life evolves. And number 3, document your journey. 2021 was a really tough year for a lot of people. And for me, it definitely had its challenges. But you know what? I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on all the great things that happened in 2021, all the opportunities that I was able to embrace and take advantage of, the people that I've been able to help, the people who helped me through this year. I'm so grateful. You know who you are. I'm so grateful. The lives that I have touched, the people who invested in me and just gave me so much of themselves and helped me to be strong and forward-looking on my journey. I'm just so grateful. And I hope that you can look back on 2021 and see all the magic, all the wonderful things, and all the people that poured into you to help you be a better person and continue on your journey in a positive way, and that you, like me, are looking forward to an amazing 2022. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.